Actually, can I do pick'ems right now? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna do pick'ems right now. I swear to God, I will do pick'ems right now. Oh my God, it's already up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. We literally just reacted to the groups of Champions Paris, and so we're just gonna go ahead and do pick'ems. Champions Paris. This is basically it for the 2025 calendar of Valorant. And so let's just figure out who are we gonna win here. Who's winning here? PaperX winning this. I feel like Gli has fallen off. I have no faith. I see. Oh man, dude. Now look, man. Giants look good. I don't think they're better than Sen. Oh my God. What is that, dude? I think PaperX are just really good right now. So I'm gonna give it to PaperX. They're gonna obviously make it out of groups. There's no way they don't. And honestly, Sen is just gonna make it all out of groups as well. I don't see Gli making it out. I do see Giant X winning this, and then Sentinels will just win the rematch once again, so they're just gonna make it. So we're gonna lock that. The Paper X and Sentinels coming out of Group A. Now this, oh man, it's tough because MIBR, I feel like I don't really even think they should be here, but if I'm being honest, I think Billy make it. They win against MIBR. And now in terms of Fnatic, RRQ, man, when Fnatic is on a roll, you don't want to doubt against them, I feel like. So right now here, I think what I'm going to do, I am going to be high on Fnatic this tournament. I really do think they're going to make a run. I think, okay, so here's my also, like, I guess, prediction. I think Liquid win it all. I think Fnatic is going to be close to. I'm going to give it to Fnatic. I think MIBR get grouped. I just don't see, like, Aspas is, like, obviously great, but there's something about this MIBR team that just, I don't know. I don't think too highly of them in this tournament, but I think RQ go through here against MIBR. I think Fnatic ultimately make it here. But the thing is though, Billy versus RRQ, it's tough because Billy won pretty nicely against DRG in the grand final of China stage 2. I think we go RRQ here only because I've been feeling a little better with RRQ here. I don't know, it's tough. China this year in Champions here is going to be really tough, I think. I don't know, like with EDG falling off a little bit, like obviously they made the run to make it to champs, but I feel like it's going to be rough. I'm not saying Billy bomb out, but I think RRQ make it through. And of course Fnatic. I just don't see Fnatic just getting grouped here. I really don't. The only way I see Fnatic getting grouped is if they actually lose to RRQ here. They win against MIBR, and then they go up against, yeah, I think RRQ still make it. Then they just go through here. I just don't see this. There's no way. I really do think Fnatic still go through. And I also do feel like they've also mentioned how they just haven't had any sort of rest, but with like 3 weeks, they're going to have some rest. They're going to look over a lot of things. I'm very high on Fnatic. I think Fnatic still go through. But in terms of like how these matchups will go, I think Fnatic wins it. They'll make it through against Billy. RRQ will take it against MIBR and Billy, which make Fnatic and RRQ going out of Group B. Now this is tough. This is really tough because I have said already that Liquid is probably just gonna make it to grand finals. I think they're gonna win it all. Obviously, with me saying that, it's probably gonna be wrong now, but I think Team Liquid make it. DRX is, I mean, they've been shaky in stage 2 from what, at least from what I've heard. So I'm not gonna be too highly of them because, you know, Talon easily could have won against RRQ, but then they just lost it. So fuck, whatever, man. I think NRG take it here. EDG is so interesting because I actually think EDG can make it over DRX here. Now, in terms of Liquid, oh God, is it just me or am I just too high on NRG? Look, man, I've actually been like a big NRG fan for the entirety of stage 2 because I've literally, like, ever since FNS retired, I've wanted NRG to actually have a chance to make an international. So when they didn't make Toronto, that was very heartbreaking, if I'm being honest. Personally, for me, I'm actually like, I'm a Sen fan, but I'm also like high-key an NRG fan, if I'm being honest. Like, I really like the players on that team. Mata is an absolute animal. Ethan's calling has been amazing this round. So I really think actually that NRG is going to make it here. I think they're going to get out of groups. I think EDG will get through it, but they have been shaky. They obviously have made a run when it matters, but I don't think they're as great as last year's EDG. So I think NRG make it over Team Liquid. NRG take it over EDG. So then Liquid and NRG will come out of Group C. So with that being said, we come over here to Group D. Now G2 is just going all the way. There's no doubt about that. I just don't think there's any world where they get grouped here. There's just no way. Now, in terms of this DRG T1 matchup, the DRG made grand finals, though. You know, they made grand finals and pretty easily, but the thing is, though, I don't know, man. Heretics bombed out of playoffs in EMEA. I'm not too high on them, but I feel like if they give it when it matters, because there are some teams on here where I feel like if you give them like a big ass tournament, less such as this one, they will turn up when they need to. I think Heretics is part of that. T1 looked better. I'm not gonna lie. T1 definitely looked better. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I think I'm gonna give this to T1. No, man. I gotta give China at least one win here, right? Because at the moment, Paper X, Sen, Fnatic, RQ, Team Liquid, NRG, G2. Nah, dude, there's no way. Actually, I need to change something here. One China team has to make it through, but the only China team that I feel like can make it through at the moment is Billy. But RQ's right there. RQ is a really great team, though. I think Heretics can make it here, though. I think T1 make it here. G2 wins it. This is a rematch of the Grand Finals of Bangkok, by the way. G2 will take it over T1 to make it out of groups. Here, you know, I'm just going to go with my gut. I don't think... Look, I know I just said Heretics is probably going to go on a high, and they're going to try when it matters, but I think DRG make it. Fuck it. I think DRG make it. And in terms of T1 DRG, T1 probably make it. No. Man, I don't like this. It's just, no, I just don't see a... So we have basically almost everything here. You know what? Honestly, when I think about it, there is a chance that EDG just could, like, show up for this rematch here. It's tough. It's tough. This is like, when I think about this this champion should really not disappoint, like, at all, from beginning to end. I really think that this is probably the most stacked champions at the moment of all of, like, so far. And I feel like we probably say that every single time, but it's just that, like, T1 looked good. Let me check something. T1. They lost to RQ in lower round 3. Let's see. Let me look at this playoff bracket. So they won against RQ, but then they lost the rematch. Yeah, dude, I just don't... This is so tough. It's just that, like, with China, you really just don't know. I think Billy deserved to get out groups, but when you have Fnatic up in there, I think Fnatic are gonna make it out of groups, man. Fnatic will make it out of groups. RQ will make it out of groups. Like, I mean, all these teams that I think currently are in right now, I feel like all of them can just make it out of groups. So let's just do this again. I think T1 make it here, boom. And then I think in terms of Heretics DRG, dude, I'm just not high on Heretics at all, dude. I actually can see this being a crazy upset if we had to, because I don't think we've actually had an upset here. We don't have an upset here yet. Is there anywhere that we can find an upset in? God, I feel like, look, I know Fnatic did not look good when they lost in EMEA in the playoffs here. Dude, I feel like, let's say, for example, like, there is a world where this could happen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Fnatic could actually lose to RQ here. Billy go through. MIBR versus Fnatic. Fnatic will win it, and then it comes down to RQ versus Fnatic in a rematch deciding game, and RQ could make it instead. Can you imagine that? I just don't see them getting grouped. I really don't, but if I had to pick, like, the upset, it would probably be right here. I'm high on Fnatic, so I'm not gonna go ahead and, like, do that. So, yeah, I think Fnatic go all the way here, and then RQ make it. Is there a world that Paper X or Sentinels do not get out of groups here against GLI and Giant X? No, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. They'll make it. They'll make it. Group C is probably gonna get a lot of content creators, I think. Team Liquid will make it. I have no doubt about that. But in terms of the second team, it could be NRG or EDG. But I'm really high on NRG at the moment. I think they can do it. I think they can do it. They'll avenge and getting grouped in 2023, and they'll go ahead and get out of groups against EDG. But that'd be nuts. But I think they can do it. I think they can do it. In terms of, is this bias? Maybe, yes. But it's like these are my pick'ems. You don't have to agree with it. Okay. In terms of this, I'm not high on China at all, and I feel like a lot of people would probably feel the same way. But in terms of this, yeah, I just don't see this happening, man. I think Heretics will win this, and then it will come down to T1 and Heretics. What the fuck, man? I don't like this. This is actually a hard matchup. But the thing is, they bombed out. Heretics did. T1 made it farther than them. I'm not as high as I think I would be with T1. I don't know, dude. This is super tough. I feel like this is going to change at some point, but I'm not high on Heretics, dude. I think T1 go through instead. When this all comes down to it, 100%, this is not going to go like the way it's going to go. There is going to be one upset in here somewhere. I just don't know what. But if I had to put my money on it, DRG could probably get it out of groups. Fnatic could get grouped. This is easy, I think. Group A is easy. And then Group C is like a toss-up because I think Liquid will make it all the way. It's just a matter of like the second team. But I'm high on RG because of the way they've been playing, so I think it works out. But EDG have been doing really well as well. It's just that like when it comes down to everything else, it's just they're not as great as the team from last season. They made it to the lower final, which is good. I mean, lost 3-1 to Billy. Man, Billy gonna make it, man. Billy's gonna make it out of groups. Bro, this is actually heartbreaking. This is actually probably tough right here. I really don't think Fnatic is gonna get grouped, but I don't see RQ getting grouped either. No, I'll keep it there. Fnatic, RQ. Okay, so this is my final pick'ems as of right now. We have Paper X Sen, Fnatic, RQ, Team Liquid Energy, G2, T1. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I could easily see a world where Heretics could come in here instead of T1. Same with DRG. EDG can easily take out Energy for the group stage there, and Billy could also make out of groups as well. I don't see Fnatic getting grouped. I don't see Paper X getting grouped. I don't see Sen getting grouped. I do not even see Liquid getting grouped. I don't see G2 getting grouped. Those are the teams that I think are not going to get grouped. And enough of me talking. I think we're good there. That is nuts though. These are actually tough groups, man. But yeah, let's just put it there. Let's just put it there.